comics and heroes come alive. Marvel, DC, Starfleet in the mix. Lightsabers flash, we're nerding out quick. Rican's the name of the show. Dive into the worlds you already know. From the big screens to the comic store. Super stories and so much more.
We were just rocking out to the song.
I feel like the Muppet.
You be the old man.
Welcome back to another episode of Nerdericans. I am Meals on Wheels Lou.
I'm Spawn of Satan.
And I'm the one that spawned Satan. I'm Mo. Yo, it's been a good weekend. This weekend for us. I mean, we did an activity with our Star Trek group. We got invited to the USS Intrepid for what is called Girls in Space. Am I right?
No.
Women in Space.
Girls in STEM.
Girls in STEM, but they title it to us Women in Space. And we had a nice turnout. We had like arts and crafts on one end and experimentation on another. And then me and Sam were in the middle. We were hosting the history of how Women in Space came about through Nichelle Nichols, otherwise known as Ohuda.
Not 100% her, but how
not 100% her, but they were very inspired. So we had 3 other people that were inspired by it, and then people were like, some of it. What's funny is that some people did not know. They know of Nichelle, but they don't know her contribution to NASA. I mean, even as she was pointing it out, it's like NASA had asked her, to promote so that we can get more women into NASA. And she's like, she was telling us, she's like, yeah, she agreed to it, but if you don't hire the people I bring, I'm gonna sue you.
I'm taking you to
She
court.
was dead. She was dead ass. Like, I'll sue you, and that's why we have Women in Space, bro, because they didn't want to. They didn't want to pay that bill at all. But overall, I mean, I was even approached by one from a robotics group, which we didn't want to come on the show to. So, but we'll work on that later. But they actually came up to us because we had a real good discussion about Star Trek and what it represents. And she said, yeah. And then I got her information and card or whatever. So for the future, you might see them come on board. Really?
How was your weekend?
Back to you. Go ahead. What did you do?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just slept. Huh?
I'm just enjoying life. Go ahead.
Enjoying
Grand
life.
what? Grand's vibrations? What?
Going down the hill.
And I'm the one starting this. I'm the one who said stop. So, what's in the news today, Lou? Because I know you were chiming in and telling me what's going on. Talk to me.
The Darth Maul series about to drop.
Oh yes, I'm
awesome.
so looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited
so
for that.
look forward to
I think
that.
that's like the one show I'm genuinely probably more excited about than any other.
Yes, a Sith as a drug lord, or as what do you say, a cartel, as you call it, Star Wars cartel. I'm like, damn. I mean, I love the theme behind that. It's like it came. Star Wars has definitely come a long way from the light and the dark, and the whole, the Force and the light and whatever, and peace in the galaxy. But now you're showing the real, you're unveiling, they got criminals over there, bro. They got gangsters. They got gangsters with lightsabers. Hello, what?
Yeah, it looks awesome. It really looks awesome. And another thing they have, what else is going on? Oh, the Firefly.
Yes.
It's an animation that they're gonna do, which is I'm curious to see. I think that they might. I hope they do like a mix of before the movie and some after the movie, because definitely that leaves room for like other stories and whatnot.
Because I remember when I did that review from Boom Comics regarding Firefly.
Wait, hold on. We'll be right back after these commercials. So something's going on. We'll be right back. Charles, take us away. Charles?
God, can you hear me?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Did we lose our producer?
I almost feel like going into one of those vaudeville commercials. Now live here in the studio.
I guess we're going to commercial. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, I hear something.
Mhm.
I hear something from the great beyond. I feel a presence.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess not.
all I hear is background chatter.
I don't hear anything. I hear yeah, but I don't care. Except for Charles, I don't know what's going on.
I don't hear anything else.
That's a young kid I'm hearing on the background.
It sounds really crunchy. And
He's gonna be like, he probably walked away and gonna come back and be like, I left the kids alone for 2 minutes.
Just two
And look at
minutes.
what's going on.
Or look at what's that. You got just one job. One job.
We're gonna have to
yeah, but I'm back to
This is the best commercial ever.
Well,
What? What?
I'm back
Huh?
on
Who? ¿Qué? 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 Como dicen, ¿qué? ¿Qué? ¿Qué tú dijiste? ¿Qué?
yeah,
Oye,
nope.
deja de moviendo la labio, deja eso, ese es feo.
You can ad lib.
okay. Welcome back, and I forgot what I was going to say. Mo, what was it that you was talking about just now off stage? We were talking about Darth Maul,
Mhm.
and we were talking about something you said off camera right now. You was talking to Charles about it while I was waiting to be connected.
Some show that was recommended. Something Jupiter Rising.
Oh yeah, Jupiter Rising.
After that,
Well, after that, I was talking about how Maul is a cartel, and I love the idea of that. That aspect of Star Wars, rather than watching like the Imperials and of course the rebellions. And no, they have an underground, and they got a cartel, and his name is Maul.
yeah,
And that's going to be very interesting to see.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't wait to see how they develop that story.
it's gonna be very good. I have a feeling it's gonna
And
be
then and then before that, you brought up Firefly.
yes.
Yeah.
I don't think Firefly. I don't know. As a cartoon, is a good idea. Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
However, did they do it because the actors are older, or did they do it because I don't really feel that an animated series should have been the way they come back.
Well,
I mean, okay, so if they tried to do something like the story wise, the actors are older. So if they did it, would have to be post Serenity, and post Serenity, there's no wash. So Alan Tudyk would be a part of that, or they probably could do it and then like have like maybe like flashbacks. But again, they're all very old. I don't know how they would work that in. So at least this way, they're able to probably what I'm assuming is make stories that can fall into before Firefly, in between Firefly, after Firefly, and before Serenity, and still have the cast available.
hmm
I mean, if 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 they did it as a live action, I think the only one that hasn't aged is Nathan Fillion. I think he's a vampire.
He's the worst. Okay,
hmm
be for real. Be so for real. I love him,
he
but he has
has
aged.
he has age. I mean, I would say the same of Gina Torres. I mean, she looks a lot. She looks, still right there from
Marina
when
Baccarin has not aged a day either.
I know what
So
Summer Glau though.
Summer Glau.
Uh,
Well, no, she looks okay.
a
It just
little.
depends on. I think that
She
one hairstyle did not do her any favors.
yeah
That's all.
no that's the truth. Makeup, fix
Yeah.
it up, bro.
But yeah, they've all aged. You know who aged the worst? I shouldn't say that. That's me being mean. But River's brother,
No, I saw.
Gordito,
Man, but he thinned out. That's it. He
what do you mean
wasn't.
he thinned out? He was all chest. He was so skinny.
No neck.
Not he had a neck, but he was like he looked like a bodybuilder for me. That's why I was like, oh my god, who is that? And I'm like,
Mm.
that was the
So
doctor.
someone's been hitting the gym after Firefly.
There you go. He was like, I gotta keep up.
But
You gotta-
I'm glad they're bringing it back because it was a good
Mhm. Yeah.
show, good movie.
Yes, it
You know
was.
what other show should be brought back?
What?
Farscape. I'm just saying.
Oh, there you go. Farscape as an animation.
Well, okay, animation would be fine, but I think they can do live action. Oh, did we lose each other?
No.
Oh,
Okay. So yeah, as a live action, I think would be good because you could do it post. It's been like what 20 years now.
Yeah,
But but
Post.
but if they did an animation, that's something you could do as animation.
Yeah,
yeah.
there's tons of potential there too, and they can bring back characters, introduce new stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of storyline that we haven't gotten like we could get like the whole like how the Sebastians came to be and how their war with the other aliens were and all that stuff. So there's a lot of room there for. I
Now,
just want all my babies to come back and be loved.
so
Now,
now the question is, what kind of
Wait,
animation? Now, when I mean what kind, I don't mean like 3D or whatever. I mean animation's animation. I'm talking about mature level. Like when they do this and they say it's audience, for adults only or for
well,
children.
I don't think either of those shows have. I mean, you could do mature storytelling for them. They are mature storytelling, both of them, regardless.
Hmm.
But like, there's no. As far as I know, they're all TV-14, which is considered mature in
Hmm.
Canadian and American ratings or whatever. So, yeah, they would be a mature story one, but there's not gonna be like crazy sex unless you do like a backstory of like Wash and Zoe, and then there's gonna be a lot of sex. Like a
Or
Firefly episode of just Wash and Zoe, like their whole relationship. It's just gonna be nothing but a whirlwind of sex
and
throughout space.
don't forget, the companion and the
Anara,
captain,
Anara,
Inara and the
I don't.
captain.
Well, no, I don't think their relationship would be like that. I think they're more romantic.
Well,
did
okay,
you
but it can
did,
happen.
did you guys see? I saw something. I don't know how true it is. I don't know. It could be AI. Tom Cruise, he's doing a Stargate. It's called Stargate. It's not. It has a ring and everything, like the Stargate, but I know that's got to be AI.
As far as I know, with that is that yes, the band, which is the producers and some of the directors and writers who were the creators of Stargate,
It's
are getting
AI. I just
It's
googled
AI,
it.
right? Yeah,
AI, but they
So
are getting back together, and there is a new Stargate in the
yeah.
horizon.
there is
That
a
I
new
know.
Stargate show. Yes, the creators
Yes,
did announce that there is a new
there
Stargate show.
is.
If Tom Cruise took over Stargate, I would riot. I don't even like Skydance having its paws on Star Trek. So
Mm, yeah, and much less on Star. I mean, come on now, Stargate.
Yeah.
Really, that's just a beloved, another beloved franchise
there should
that
be a
I know.
crossover of Stargate, Star Wars, and Star Trek somewhere in like the mix.
The big
Someone's
three.
written a fan fiction, and if you have, please send it to me.
Actually, that
That's the
would
big three there.
it would be close. It would be cool to have Stargate and Farscape
Ooh.
cross.
Well, technically they did, because remember they had Ben Browder and Claudia Black on the
Yeah,
show at one point
yeah,
for the last season. And there's an episode, I think it's like the second to last season, I want to say, where they actually had a bit where they crossed over and they were on like a version of Farscape, and
Hmm.
they it was hysterical. I'll send you the clip. It's like one of my favorite ones.
but yeah, I think that would be cool.
Teal'c was Dargo. Like it was great. It was such a great thing.
What?
Yeah, it was. Come on, a
And
rep.
in terms of what's that Firefly?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I could see them crossing over with maybe Voyager
Well,
Hmm.
or Deep Space
technically,
Nine.
Technically, we could get away with
well,
that.
no, no, no,
Yes.
no, no. Hear me out. Technically, what should be done is we have a Firefly Alien crossover because technically it's in the
Ooh.
same universe. Because remember when they were doing the war and they had like the backstory
Yeah,
to Mal and
Right.
Joe
Hmm.
on the turret when they're shooting or whatever, on the screen, as you see the screen of the turret, there's waves of plutonium stuff. So somewhere that Firefly timeline takes place in the universe.
There you go. It's there. It's in there, so it's just a matter of time.
Use again.
yeah, but luckily we're going into commercial in a few.
Yep. But yeah, if they could do alien crossover, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Or
That'll
not,
be
I
dope.
mean, of course, and I've seen this where some people have made up storylines with it. But if they ever brought on a short way, on a short miniseries, the Battlestar Galactica coming into the Star Trek universe, like they're on their way to Earth, and they find out that Earth now has a federation, and this is
Yeah,
probably like after the burn or whatever, or maybe even during the time of Picard, with the USS Enterprise D facing off against Cylon base ships. So that's also I've seen that done in like some let's see, it was a YouTube called Space Battles. And
Okay, yeah,
and they
I know what
didn't have like a dialogue, they just showed the space battles as they happened. They had everything from Babylon 5 versus Star Trek versus who else? Babylon 5, Star Trek, and then of course Battlestar Galactica came in, and he even threw in the Imperials from Star Wars, and they had a whole battle going back and forth. And I'm like, I didn't know which one to root for at this point. It's like, damn, it's like, yo, oh, burn, everybody burn, that's it. But it would be good for those kind of crossovers to really happen when you think about it.
Not really. I like them to be for fan fiction, but not live action. Because then people don't know how to act and appreciate it.
Well, yeah, there are some people who probably will not appreciate it. They'll be like, "Well, why is Babylon 5 on this Deep Space Nine?" Because it's a fiction. It's a forethought. Try to enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's like back in the days when they did the vampire, the werewolf, and what do you call it, the mummy monster. And even though it was in an Abbott and Costello film, it was still funny. People who were fans of horror of those three characters said, "Oh, that was really good, hilarious." They didn't really just like look at it and go, "Oh, that's stupid. Why is Abbott and Costello chasing the monster?" Like, really? Come on now. But that's the beautiful thing about crossovers. When they happen, it is just like it's like magic, very much magic.
By the way, I also saw Dracula, the new
Oh, you
interpretation.
finally saw it?
Mm-hmm. That was good.
What did you think?
I'm talking about I'm talking about the Bram Stoker, the
Right.
remake that they did. Mm,
Yeah. Hmm.
The one that Guillermo just did, right?
No, that
yeah,
isn't that. Yeah,
no, that
Yeah.
Frankenstein. He's talking about Dracula.
Oh, Dracula. Oh, you mean the Luc Besson Dracula? Sorry.
yeah, it was alright.
I thought it was a good adaptation. The
It
thing is
was.
that as far as like you're never gonna get a faithful 100% adaptation of any of those books,
Hmm.
and it's like following like the faithfulness of the source material to a point. They got the love story down packed, and
Yes, they
I'll give
did.
them that.
The love story was, I think, the one key about that movie that you know kept your attention because it's like really, but then you go, wow. I mean, that's brothers sacrificed so much for his love.
I don't know.
So it's like,
Bram Stoker's Dracula was way better.
It is it is the top tier.
yeah.
I would put the new Dracula movie on like my top three.
Hmm. Now Frankenstein.
That one was
Ooh,
good.
Did they win an Oscar or no?
It did,
it did.
yeah. It won
Couple of
for like
options.
costume
Yeah.
design, I
Hmm.
think makeup. It won.
Good.
I can't remember right now. It did win a whole bunch of awards.
It did.
I gotta
And
watch.
fun.
K-pop Demon Hunters won an Oscar.
Yes.
Yeah, I
I was
gotta
very
watch
happy for
Sinners.
that.
Fun fact and she brought this to my attention. Fun fact on Frankenstein, the original actor that played the monster was supposed to be if he
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield, but only did one scene, and
No,
he's one
not that
scene
he
in
did
a
one scene.
film.
I think he did like a bunch of rehearsals and had started filming and then had to back out. So
Yeah,
then they brought
but the scene where they were demonstrating when he was
I'm pretty
demonstrating
sure I
that
have
half
to like
one,
that's what they said, and I haven't found like a source to 100% verify it, but no one's debunked it yet either. But
exactly.
the scene, remember where he has the body on the table and he's playing the back, the spine,
Yeah.
that was Andrew Garfield apparently.
Hmm. So like, whoa. Even
Okay.
that scene like freaked me out. I was like, "Wow, that's
No,
kind.
no,
That's like I mean, for special effects, that was eerily very
the
believable to
best
say the
scene in that
least."
no, the best scene in that movie is when he was showing everybody how he was resurrecting the guy with the one arm
Yeah,
and had like the what, half a heart or lung or whatever. That was crazy. That was well done.
you don't get those. You don't get those kind of films. We need to get more of those kind of
Mm-mm.
films where like the believability just go like that. And speaking of, we're gonna take a commercial break. So that way we can take a moment to ourselves and come back and you're gonna pay the bills this time. You paid it the last time. You're paying the bills. So we'll be right back with more on the weekends.
back again
We're
to another
back.
episode of Scratchy, Itchy and Scratchy episode.
Literally.
Itchy and Scratchy. I love that cartoon from The Simpsons.
Uh,
The
uh,
itchy.
yes.
Yeah.
I can't fathom how many times that cat bought it, bro. And I mean, this mouse
Yo.
done things to him that not even fed to a farm animal.
I
Can
mean, it's similar.
can we get into a topic of the Star Trek, please?
No, I
Okay,
guess.
what do you want to talk about?
That my favorite character is Sam.
Yeah,
I mean,
she has evolved.
And I love how the doctor is now her father.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
was so freaking awesome.
They're so
How
cute.
yes, because it brought you back to the episode where he did create the
His
family
daughter,
again.
family,
Yeah,
yeah. I think he was healed just as much as she was healed through that. So,
yes, and how he cares for her, like when she did something and he was like, "Don't ever do that again."
And
You know,
she's like, mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay, daddy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was real nice. Now the voice that they used for the I'm gonna call it
The
an alien.
computer.
Yeah, when they took Sam, that she died.
Oh,
mhm.
okay.
I had is that the same voice they used for the movie Artificial Intelligence?
I can look it up.
I can look it up, but I know
Because
that the main voice of the computer that chimes in every now and then throughout Star Trek with the cadets is Stephen Colbert.
no, I'm talking about that. And that's when the alien is talking about Sam. The
That one. No,
yeah,
I don't recognize who that was. Who that was. I mean, it's easy to look it up at the cast and find out that's the voice of that computer. Because
right.
actually, it's not a computer. It's actually a world full of art. Well, they're artificial, not artificial. I wouldn't say artificial life forms. They are like in the episode in Voyager where they had a lot of holograms because I forgot which species it was. They were using them, the constructs, as I think it's best to call them, to train or
Okay.
for the hunt,
You're talking about the Furies, right?
the Furies.
Yes.
Okay, so it says here the Furies are a group of actors. Grumpy is Martin Kleba, Happy is George Salazar, Sleepy is Andy. I'm gonna butcher this name, Girl Stilshin. Bashful is Titus Burgess.
No,
Sneezy is Jason
no,
Kravitz, and
not the
is
Furies.
no who?
No.
Talking
In
about
that
the ones.
then the one where Sam dies,
Mm-hmm.
that she's laying down and that blue beam talks to the doctor.
Yeah. Okay.
That
Those are the people that live in a star system outside of Federation space, but in their own world, because they were apart and then they separated themselves after the burn, but they're afraid to come back only because they're fearful that they might be then used in a form of slavery. You know, because
all right.
they're holograms, but they're programmed. So they're fearful as sentient beings that they could be taken over. That's why
Okay.
they send their emissary, which is Sam. Sam is their emissary. You know,
Right. Right.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, but I haven't found anything.
There- maybe that episode that is just no voice. What? Say that again. You say? Huh?
Here we go
No.
again. Something's wrong with the it could be because of the
Okay,
rain.
That is true.
that is true.
And
Hey,
here it comes again.
back from the abyss.
Back from the abyss. All right, so where we left off, we were talking about the voice of the character from the episode where Sam dies, right? So we did confirm Stephen Colbert is the dean of students. That's someone who's always like, oh,
Right.
you go to rooms or whatever and shit, and gives us announcements. The Athena computer is voiced by Britt Marling. I don't know who that is,
Hmm.
but what you were asking for is the blue beam, right? The makers, that
Yes.
character. Yes, right? That is the one and only effervescent Sewell Ejiofor.
Who the hell is that?
That's Barry Morto. 12 Years a Slave.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Took a while there, didn't it?
Who's that?
Oops.
Oh, I think we have technical difficulties again.
It's having a senior moment. I understand.
And this time it's not. This time it's not me. So
I didn't say I knew it. She found it.
The universe does not like us.
No, not today.
no,
Está
not today.
comiendo hoy anda aquí. No.
Yeah, and it's not
Let
me.
me mess up if it's actually a mouse on one end scratching a microphone.
I think it's Charles. I don't know.
Just blame God for everything.
Yes.
Everyone else in the world does.
Let's blame the producer.
No, but
Who's the closest thing to God to us?
exactly. Dude, like that scene in what was it Lethal Weapons. God hates me. Hate him back. It works for me.
Yeah.
So, in continuation of that, um, with stuff and topic wise, now I don't know for sure if this is definitely I'm not fan fiction. If this is AI or just you know leading to something, because I know they're talking about March 18th or 19th, and that's Zack Snyder. He's always throwing out these hints about this continuing the Justice League. You know,
Told you it's
Zack Snyder's well, they said March 18th. They gave a date now that something's supposed to happen. So,
Isn't the anniversary of the release of Justice League coming up? So it's like
that is a release.
that's what that is. Because
Mhm.
when I was looking into it, it was pretty much everything AI. What is it? Oh, continue. I'm gonna
Yeah. So in that respect, it's like I'm seeing so much of it. I'm like keep asking myself. So what's the big deal here? I mean, if I understand it, if the fans are trying to push get James Gunn removed and then have Zack Snyder come back to continue the Snyderverse, fine. Then just announce the damn thing. Just announce it straight out. See what happens. See if there's any real feedback to it. But then the question is, do you want it to come back? Do you want it to continue where it left off? I mean, is it profitable? Yeah, but to an extent, because they just showed like Superman, man, and then they had Man of Steel, and it was like a 54 difference between the two movies. Now, that's to me not nothing critical, but what was maybe the difference between the two is that when Zack created Man of Steel, he created a whole universe for it, even to the point where certain other shows like Supergirl took on like we never heard of the glyph. We just saw the shield, and then Supergirl brought it up as a glyph.
I brought up the fact that they utilized the concept in Brave New World of breeding the children for each specific jobs and the different things, like how it was done in that book. And everyone, like, you have a job, you're military, you're a doctor, you're this, and you're literally born for that purpose. Because you saw that they had like all the things separated and on their planet, and that was like a big thing.
And Cal's birth was the only, natural birth that happened in over 100 years. So
very Brave New World. But yeah, so March 18th, 2021 is the anniversary date.
Okay.
For Justice League, and that's what I told you the other day too.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, all this stuff. A lot. Like, I understand everyone's like excited for the idea of what's happening, but I also think that there's a lot of more going on behind the scenes in regards to if that they decide to not go with like James Gunn's views. I was also talking to you the other day about how they've been filming all the Star Trek in bulk because Alex Kurtzman's contract is up, I think, at the end of this year. And I'm of the mindset that he probably wants to make sure that everything he has his hands on gets filmed and done so nobody can touch it and do anything with it. I don't think they're going to go back to Zack Snyder. I think James Gunn should be allowed to do his thing, regardless of what numbers are and all that. At the end of the day, numbers aren't also necessarily a way to tell if something is good. It's just a way to tell something's popular, right?
Right.
So that's the only really difference, because some things that are really good don't get the accolades it should get.
True.
But yeah, no, it's the anniversary. So
Sam, Sam.
yes.
I
Hmm.
love the little sister, but
Hmm.
Hmm.
don't ever say James Gunn's version was any good.
Well, no, I didn't say that.
No.
I just said that I don't think that
Zack
it's something,
Snyder
you know.
is God.
Look, personally, yes, I prefer Zack Snyder, but at the end of the day, at the end of the
It
day,
is what it
it is
is.
what it is. He has a
Right.
contract. He has to set this. So they're gonna have to pay him out, pay all the people out that already signed up for it. So I just think it's all hearsay. But there is, I think, some grains of truth to some things that are going on. Because they had the Skydance merger, and now the whole Warner Brothers thing is still happening, and it's still up in arms. No one knows what's really happening there. So
I think
it's
this.
all speculation until he announces it. But for the 18th specifically, it is just the anniversary.
I
So
think that Netflix did the smartest thing as to back out because it
they
looked like it
didn't
was.
back out.
Yeah, they backed out
No,
and
they
they
didn't.
continue.
No,
They're
they
not
didn't.
buying it.
Oh my gosh.
They're not buying
No
it.
one's. It hasn't been sold yet.
Right.
This is all still like
But
conjecture. They haven't
the
actually
conjecture, but they're
paid
sitting.
everything out yet. No one's actually.
But
They're still
they're
fighting.
sitting down with Paramount now talking about the merger. When it first was announced,
They
that was
did
one
that too
thing.
with Netflix, and then but first of all, Paramount's been doing this since Netflix was even said to have
Hmm.
acquired it. So any talk in that regards, we can't really put a lot of
Okay.
salt into.
So they're still in the octagon. They're still fighting it out.
Because like we say all this, and then like the next day they'd be like, actually, Netflix did buy them, and it's like, well,
Well,
oh
come to think
well.
about it, it's like personally speaking, I would rather it be Netflix that gets it. Me personally, I would rather be
To
Netflix.
not have a
Remember,
monopoly.
remember,
They just
well,
bought BET. Like they outbought Tyler Perry and his stake in BET. They bought Tyler Perry's production company. So like there's a very fine line right now of them about to becoming a
Monopoly.
monopoly. So like I would prefer it to be on Netflix's side at
Hmm.
least. And then I think Netflix would give everybody a run for money because I think that's why they're so scared that
Yeah.
Netflix will be profitable, that Netflix will change the game
Hmm.
and make it more accessible, easier for people and whatnot. And they don't want that because then it hurts their pockets.
Well, like I always said, Netflix is the gold standard.
No, it
They were
isn't.
no. I say this because they were the ones that started it. Everybody else followed.
See, my twin.
And the question is like, if like you just said too, it's like if they don't want them to have it because it's going to hurt them. Not only because of that, because they come up with original material. Aside from the remakes we see all the time, Netflix has a whole library of original material that they've done that once it's been put on, it's been good, and they've done it through the streaming service.
No,
They've been the more successful streaming service than anyone.
Well,
I
for
mean,
the
they
most part,
for the
yeah.
most part.
Yeah.
So they
I
have a
give them
formula.
that.
They have a formula that does work, and that's why other streaming services are trying to compete with that. I mean, Disney is trying to become its own streaming service and bring Star Wars, what you would call it, Marvel, so that way they can grow. Because if you look at the numbers, as far as people are concerned, as far as subscribers, Netflix is right up there, number one on top.
I, I
Disney's
think
probably a close second.
I think Disney should have bought Warner Brothers.
Mm.
Um,
That would be another monopoly, bro.
that type of and that's the thing. That's probably why they were like, we're gonna stay out of this conversation.
Mm.
Please.
That would have
Like,
been nice.
we don't want any smoke. Are you paused? Are you here? But yeah,
Okay.
it's a weird thing because I don't think there's I hate the term gold standard because I feel like that it gives too much spotlight on Netflix to this idea that there were others before it and they trampled over them to get to where they're at now. So like there's that going on in the background. I just
You had
want
you
people to
had
have
Block,
access to computers. What
you
happened?
had you had Blockbuster that was almost the
Well,
same.
Blockbuster died
Speaking
because of Netflix.
as
And
a
I'm sure
former
Mo
employee
Mo
of
somewhere
Blockbuster,
Mo somewhere in the
huh?
background was like, this is the gold standard for renting movies.
He used to work at Blockbuster.
If it wasn't for management pocketing most of the money, and I'm saying this as honest as
Mhm.
I can, if they didn't pocket the money, they would be a force to reckon with, and probably right there second with Netflix, with original programming,
Mhm.
and even with the streaming service and some of the stores. Now the only store is like somewhere in the Midwest somewhere. The only store left out of what used to be like almost cross country.
Their
They
porn
had
section
that
was great.
chance. But Netflix beat them out when they did it with just male only, and then when they came with their
And
library, and then they came with their original programming. That was it.
their porn
Well, the
section
original
was very good.
programming was
Their what?
Their porn section was very good.
I could be better.
Yeah.
You're talking about gold standard, vivid is that. So,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
but yeah, no,
Top that.
let's not. But okay, so
Mhm.
do you have any other news? Because I know I have a piece of news, but
Go
I
for
don't
it.
know if you might not care about this.
Go
But
for it.
they just announced that Doctor Who's going to be producing a whole bunch of new audio dramas, and they're bringing back David Tennant. So it's going to be 10th Doctor audio dramas. There's like 15 of them that they've commissioned. So it's going to be like a
Oh,
whole new. Oh, I can't wait! I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked.
nice, nice.
See, it's more than just Star Trek and Star Wars, bro.
I
Yeah.
mean, I talk about anime.
I mean, The Mandalorian already came up with his second,
Oh,
second trailer?
speaking of other stuff too, I could bring this up. So Netflix also, One Piece. They have season 2 coming out, right? They also announced that they are going to be working on a live action Samurai Champloo, right? And they have Shinichiro Watanabe on deck because apparently
Hmm.
they learned their
Who's
lesson.
Tashinabe?
Shinichiro Watanabe.
No.
Yes, he's the same guy who did Cowboy Bebop. So
Who
he's
are
actually
they?
going. Yeah, so they're gonna be shut up. They're gonna be working on the show because remember Cowboy Bebop when they did the live action,
I
they didn't have the
remember.
creator. They didn't have
Yes.
the creator involved.
Cowboy
Now they
Bebop.
have the creator involved. So
No.
shut up.
Yes. Shut up.
Wow.
I'm hyped, dude. Samurai Champloo is one of the best animes ever, like top
Which
10,
one?
hands
Which one?
down.
Samurai
I was gonna
Shampoo?
say something really bad. I was gonna be like, "Suck nut."
Samurai Shampoo. Is that the cousin to Papi Shampoo?
I'm going to murder you.
And
The next time we see each other,
You're a dead man.
I'm a bit of a
I'm
mas-
hyped.
I'm a bit of a masochist. I might like it.
Oh yeah, you are Meals on Wheels.
Hey, yo, whoa, whoa,
We were both like,
Hmm.
whoa.
oh my god. But no, I'm excited. The more live action anime, especially samurai stuff, like let's go, bro. And
And
it's a hip hop samurai anime, so it's like
I heard that
it's one of the best known.
I heard that one of the Doctor Who episodes is gonna have an episode where they introduce his cousin, Doctor Watt.
Grandma calls him Dr. King.
Dr.
The one time
Dr. King.
the one time I tried to talk to her about it.
Dr. King.
Because I had to say that to her. She's like, Dr. What? I'm like, Dr. Who? Dr. King. Oh,
She did it to mess with her. She just did it to mess with her. I mean, I
Dr.
know.
King.
Dr. King.
Dr. King.
But she knows Star Trek because every time she passes by, she looks at James Kirk and goes,
oh yeah, no, Grandma got a big crush on Kirk.
mhm,
Anytime I'm watching the live act, the original series, she'll stop and just
mhm. She gets an old boner just for Kirk.
she's like, get Dale. He's so pretty.
That one just flew right under the radar. And
And then
leave
when
it
I told
alone.
her I like Spock, she looked at me like I just totally broke her world. Like
You like the pointed
total
ears.
judgment.
Le gusta el
Your mother, right?
demonio.
Mo?
No, she's like, se le gusta el demonio.
This is Titi Margie.
Did you?
No.
What do you mean? Who else is my mother?
Yeah, yeah,
You have another?
yeah, yeah.
Margie, yeah.
I only have one living grandmother.
So I could see that. I could see her talking to Shatner, and Shatner be like, "So, what do you think about this episode?"
Grandma probably would do it. So grandma would be like, you know what? Let's go.
Titi Margie be like, say it again.
It's not that in my head. I'm just thinking there's gonna be a scene. It's gonna be in a room, and then you only hear da 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 and that's what
Oh my god.
I did this one. I take full responsibility for that one.
I
All of
can't wait till you see her later.
it. Oh dear Lord, dear Lord.
Because I know when I see her, I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna whisper it to Sam only. She's gonna be the only one who knows. Dun, 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 dun. And she's gonna laugh loud the way she does it. People are gonna look at her, and I'm even gonna look at her like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
What's wrong with you? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be the only one going, Jesus Christ, oh my God.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm excited for all the new shows and stuff that are coming out this year.
Yes.
So.
Mandalorian,
There's so
Grogu.
many. Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be in a movie and
movie
then
release,
the show.
but the Green Lantern Corps is also around the corner. That I'm interested in seeing.
I don't know.
What do you think about the Hail Mary?
Oh, so I read that
Ooh.
book and I'm such a fan of it. That does Hail Mary is the same dude who wrote The Martian. So
Yeah, he has a habit of leaving his characters out in space doing nothing.
Yeah, it happens.
I
but
mean, abandoning a white man in space is not that bad. But
No.
He's also the guy that wrote Interstellar.
Banning a Latino out in space like
never
that,
gonna happen.
that's a different story, bro.
He
That's
wrote,
another story.
He wrote Interstellar also.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
he's a phenomenal writer. Him and I think they're called Shin Liu were two writers that I had gone into. Shin Liu wrote the Three Body Problem. So if you've seen that show that deals with the aliens coming down and the world kind of being broken up about whether to agree with them or not.
What's his name?
Utopian universe.
Shin Liu. I'll send you the link to him later.
No, I mean, Salud.
Really?
Murder in the first degree, premeditated. I'm coming, Charles. You can't come through that day. I don't want you to be a
You do not want to be a witness. No.
Well, if you want, I'll show up at your block tomorrow. It's okay.
Oh, bet. I got a bat right here. Let's go.
I'm at work, so hey, I cannot confirm or deny anything that I have not seen.
Grandma won't be here between 10 and 3.
Oh, that's it. So if I find you beaten and no wheels on your wheelchair and just sitting on bricks.
No, it's just going to be the wheelchair.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That's just dead wrong.
Evidence.
She knows. Yeah, she knows. Don't leave evidence lying around, bro.
Okie dokie. What did the message say?
1 minute.
1 minuto to say our goodbyes.
What was that noise? That noise you made.
I don't want to know. I know. I heard it, and I don't want to hear. And I won't know. No, because then I can't unhear it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's
Anyhow.
avenge me.
No!
Oh my God, que cara.
How about you lead us off, Lou, since you started this whole mess?
Exactly. How about you lead us off?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are off this thing. I am Meals on Wheels on the Rican.
I'm unfortunately still alive.
And I'm the one that spawned it. I'm Mo. And guess what? Live long and prosper.
You know, y'all did two things with your hands that I can't do. That's just dead wrong.
Welcome to the zone where geeks collide, where comics and heroes come alive. Marvel, DC, Starfleet in the mix. Lightsabers flash, we're nerding out quick.